Hey now, how are you good people doing out there? All my entrepreneurial dreamers and achievers. Of course, you guys always seem to catch me dancing. That's because I'm always so happy and I love to move. I think there's something that is just wonderful about motion. That's why I'm kind of always in motion. Anyway, my name is Edward Williams. I am the founder and CEO at Sovereign Media and Publications and the co-founder of this, the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me and watching these videos and getting these tidbits and nuggets of information that's going to help you propel your business forward and become the ultimate entrepreneur. That's really what this whole ultimate entrepreneur experience is about, helping you to grow your entrepreneurial endeavor and become that entrepreneurial success that you've always wanted to be. Of course, I know that's why you're watching here now. Now, real quick, we're going to take care of some housekeeping things, because I like to do this first. Make sure to give shouts out to everyone whom they are due. The Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience is a joint venture, if you will, between myself, Sovereign Media and Publications, and my good friend and partner, Brandon Chris, the founder and CEO at Great Catch Marketing Solutions. So we came up with this concept as a way that we could communicate the value of entrepreneurial knowledge and education to you so that you can grow your entrepreneurial dream and endeavor. And all of this information and all these resources and all these tips and all these things that we talk about, for the most part, this stuff is free and accessible and available to you. And we want to, through the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience, create a platform that allows you to be able to kind of get it all in one place. And if you can't get all of it at the same time in one place, you can get access to it. You know, it's like the grocery store. And we want you to use the grocery store method, because when you go to the grocery store, you don't just go down the aisles and take everything and put it into your cart. You need a lot of carts in order to do that, and it takes a lot of time. No, you pick the stuff that you need and you leave the rest of the stuff for a later visit. So that's what we want you to do with the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience. Get the stuff that you need, leave the rest for a later visit, or perhaps don't mess with it at all. Just get what you need to sustain and grow. So what we've been doing really over the past few days is talking about these different things that can help your entrepreneurial endeavor flourish and grow and thrive. And one of the things I'm going to talk to you guys about here in just a little while is the biggest challenge to entrepreneurship. That's right. This is going to be a big one. And I want you to stay tuned and listen closely, because this, by far, is the most challenging thing about entrepreneurship. And once you get to the point where you understand it and identify and recognize it, you can overcome it. We're going to give you some practical steps at a later date on how to overcome it. Today is just going to be some tidbits of information. Once again, the most challenging aspect of entrepreneurship. But before I get into that, have to talk about this really big event that we've got coming up May the 13th through the 16th down in Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, it's the 2015 Black Enterprise Entrepreneurs Summit, powered by the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience. So we're taking you down to Atlanta, Georgia with us for 3 days and 3 nights, and we're going to experience Steve Harvey and Jermaine Dupri and Quincy Jones and Clarence Avon and a whole host of other entrepreneurial and business leaders who are going to be pouring knowledge and information and resources into you to help you grow your business, help you with marketing, help you with financing, help you with capital, help you get contracts, help you understand the business climate and economics and all of those things and management and innovation and technology. Because when you get around other successful and like-minded people, guess what happens to you? You become successful as well. So it's all about your association. So we want you to go with us down to Atlanta, Georgia, May the 13th through the 16th, and experience the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience through the 2015 Black Enterprise Entrepreneur Summit. And there's lots of details about that. We're not going to spend a lot of time today talking about all those details, because at the end of this video, we're going to do our promo like we always do. There'll be 2 or 3 minutes that'll give you all the information you need about going with us to the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience at the Black Enterprise Entrepreneurs Summit down in Atlanta, Georgia, May 13th through the 16th. But let's real quickly get into this topic, because I'm not going to keep you too long today. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and I know that you can't interact with me because this is not live. See, typically I'm known for doing stuff live, so I like to interact with people live, whether it's via video, social media, or out in the real face-to-face world. Unfortunately, this time you're not going to get an opportunity to interact with me live, but I'm still going to ask the question because I want you to maybe write your answer down and see if it's the same thing that I kind of reveal to you here in just a moment. What do you think the biggest challenge of entrepreneurship really is? So I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to think about that. And I want you to write your answer down. This is like Jeopardy. Write your answer in the form of a question. So, all right, here's the answer. The greatest challenge to any entrepreneurial endeavor, to entrepreneurship itself, and I'm talking about entrepreneurial success, the greatest challenge is fear. It is fear. I know some of you might have thought marketing, financing, access to capital, contracts, resources, assistance, all those technical things. No, it's none of those things. All of that exists in abundance. Knowledge, training, mentorship, resources, access to capital, sales and marketing, understanding and knowledge and training, all of that stuff is available in an abundance. You just have to know how to access it. And then once you've accessed it, you just have to know how to use it best for you. Like we talked about at the beginning of this video, the grocery store method. Because think about it, every food that you need is typically at the grocery store. But you got to get to the grocery store. You got to get motivated and committed to get up, get in your car or get on your bike or walk or whatever you're going to do to get there. And then you got to be motivated to go through the process of looking for what you need. You might have a list written down that's typically called a plan. You might have some thoughts in your mind, some concepts or what have you about what you want to eat, how you're going to prepare your meals and things along those lines. It's the same thing with entrepreneurship. The resources to make it work are available. But here's what limits and keeps people from not only succeeding, but starting in the first place. It's fear. Fear is the greatest challenge to entrepreneurship. Here's the reason why. Our culture, not just African American culture, but our culture is not built upon or designed to be conducive to you being an entrepreneur. Guess what it is designed for? You're getting a job. You're getting a good education. It's designed for you to work for someone else, not yourself. And most people, when they're thinking about some sort of entrepreneurial endeavor, the first thing that kind of comes to their mind is, oh no, can I do this? Do I have what it takes? What if I fail? These are all fear-based questions. These are all questions that lead you to typically not do it. They lead you to stop as opposed to leading you to go. Here's the thing that you have to do with fear. And keep in mind, I'm not going to go into a long, drawn-out detail about how to overcome fear. We'll do that at another time. We'll have some resources, very valuable resources that you can use to overcome fear. I'll tell you the first thing that overcomes fear, and I learned this a long time ago. Action. When you do stuff, fear gets out of your way. When you take action, fear leaves. Think about this for all my fellas out there. The first time you saw a young lady maybe in elementary school that you really liked, or maybe in high school or something along those lines, or maybe as an adult that you really liked and you wanted to approach her. Maybe you had the butterflies, maybe you got the clammy hands and stuff and you didn't know what to do with yourself, especially if you didn't feel like you were articulate and didn't know how to kind of convey that you liked her and, be respectful and all those different sorts of things. Maybe you didn't have any training. Maybe you weren't really all that good around women, perhaps you thought. It was all this fear bottled up in your mind and in your heart. But if you were able to break through it, what caused that breakthrough? You just did something. You might have fallen over in front of her, or you might have extended your hand. You might have waved to her. You might have looked at her. Whatever. You might have said hello. Whatever it was, action cures fear. And it's the same thing with entrepreneurship. Because fear is the biggest challenge, the biggest issue, the biggest hurdle, the biggest obstacle, the biggest barrier that you will ever face. Because once you overcome fear, everything else will move out of your way. Access to financing and capital and resources and business planning and all these different sorts of things, that stuff is out there. You can find it if you're looking, especially with the internet today. It's all available and accessible. Just a few keystrokes. That's a whole lot of keystrokes. But it's all there for you. So what's keeping you from doing it? The fear. Will I succeed? What if I fail? Will I be good at this? What if no one buys my product? What if no one believes in me? What if no one listens? What if I can't? What if I won't? What if I don't? What if I shouldn't? What if I couldn't? What if? Stop it! Just do it. Take some action. You'll overcome that fear quickly. Because I tell you what, for me, in my personal experience, I used to be very fearful of a lot of things, personally and professionally. And there are still things that kind of cause me not to. But you know what I do when I feel those things? I just go. I just go. I just go. And now I'm conditioned to when I hear things that should stop me, I still just go. I just go. I was talking about this the other day. No to me means go. You say no to me, I just change the letters, put a G, remove the N. You say no to me, I say, okay, I'm coming. What did it? I'm coming. No means go. And those are the types of things that you want to think about when you are building your entrepreneurial endeavor, when you are aspiring to do something entrepreneurial. Remember, our society has not been designed to nurture entrepreneurship. It just really hasn't. It's been designed to nurture education, social equality in some cases, employment, that sort of stuff, you know. Work for a corporation, climb the corporate ladder, retire, and all that sort of stuff. And I know some of those things are a misnomer today, not quite like they were maybe 30, 40, 50 years or so ago. But really, if you do a history lesson, the American dream wasn't ever based on working for someone else. The American dream was based on working for yourself. People always say, man, Ed, why don't you go and get a job? I say, I don't want to get a job. I want to give a job. I want to create a job for someone else. I want to be part of that select, that elite group of individuals who are adding value to the economy, to the workforce, economic development. I don't want a job. You can't give me no job. I might be able to give you one. And actually, I don't even want to give you one. I want you to work with me as a partner, as an equal, not as a subordinate. Fear is the biggest challenge you will face when you are thinking about starting an entrepreneurial endeavor or when you are building your business, your entrepreneurial pursuit. Don't let fear stop you. Take action. And like I said, there's more to it. And there are some very, very specific things mechanically that you can do in order to overcome fear. Action is the first. Now, even before the action, you have to have a positive attitude. So you got to be confident within yourself that you can succeed, regardless of how many times you fail. I have failed. I don't have enough fingers and toes. There's probably not enough fingers and toes in my family to count all the times that I failed. But I still go. I'm still looking to achieve, and I still believe and have faith. Because I'm a faith being. Because I was created by the ultimate faith being. We're not going to get into that, though. That's what this is all based on. Because fear and faith, which is really the juice, the fuel that makes you go, can't exist in the same space. So you got to decide which one is going to exist in you. Don't let it be the fear. Don't let it be the fear. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep on you. I'm going to leave you with some information about the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience at the 2015 Black Enterprise Entrepreneur Summit down in Atlanta, Georgia, May the 13th through the 16th. We want you to go with us. And I want you to ultimately have this same sort of experience, the same sort of epiphany. I want you to realize that fear is the only thing that's holding you back, nothing else. And I want you to kiss fear out of the way. I don't know where this stuff comes from. Fear is the only thing that's keeping you from being the ultimate entrepreneur. So get rid of it. My name is Edward Williams, founder and CEO of Sovereign Media and Publications, co-founder of this, the Ultimate Entrepreneur Experience. We will connect with you very, very soon. We look forward to you overcoming your fear and taking action. Just go.